What's up and welcome to the channel. My name is Headshot and thank you for joining us. Today we're going to be going over the M&P C.O.R.E Performance Center model. This is the 5-inch model. I tell you everything we know about it, pros and cons, all of that good stuff. Smith & Wesson did this one out, so we appreciate that. And at the end, me and Mrs. Headshot are going to tell you exactly how we feel about this new pistol from Smith & Wesson. Really excited to bring this one to the table for y'all. Patrons actually chose this specific model to be reviewed next, so we appreciate their support there. And we have a new company we're working with here, Firearm Guard. You probably noticed the burlaps here on the table, and what this is a moisture eliminating bars inside of these burlap pouches. So they have like several different logos you can go with there, but the main ingredient there, it's all 100% natural Amish made soaps and obviously drying bars. And basically what they do is they cover up to 60 cubic feet, so a large safe or anywhere you need to keep moisture out. So obviously we're a firearm channel, so we need to protect our guns, and this is something I have not even thought about until they reached out to me. I was like, well, yeah, I don't use anything, and it's definitely worth it. Protect your investment. They've done all kinds of tests on their own. Obviously, they wanted to make sure that what they're making actually works, and they have some really cool tests on their website you can check out. Yeah, they basically took like 2 steel bars, placed them in 2 little small safes, and they had one or both of them with like salt water, and they had one with Firearm Guard, one without. One was pretty much rusted out, the other one was not. It really does a great job at drawing the moisture out, and where I've found a really good use for it besides my safe is in my saddlebags for my motorcycle, because you know, your gloves and helmets and things like that get a lot of moisture from sweat, and it will draw that right out of there and make those things smell good as well. So I can find a heck of a lot of uses for this thing, all made in the USA, and we're supporting Americans by supporting this company, which is what I am all about. 2-year warranty, and you can replace the little bars inside here. If they start to get to the point where you think they're not working as well, you place them out in the sun for a couple hours, it re-energizes itself, and that's it. A pretty awesome product from Firearm Guard. And if you mention Headshot87 when you go to buy one of these, like I said, they're $14.95. But you get free shipping when you mention Headshot87. So I'll leave a link down below just so you know they do not sell firearms, so I just want to make that clear. They only protect them with these pouches, but bathrooms, kitchens, laundry, shoes, gym bags, motorcycle saddlebags, whatever the case may be and whatever you want to protect, these things are awesome. They even have some pro models that you can get a little bit more coverage with there. So, all right, so let's crack this box open and check out the star of the show here. Of course, safety checked. There is the pistol. It comes with 2 of the 17-round magazines. There's several different models that they're doing. There's a Pro Series. There's a Performance Center. So you can check out the various models and all that good stuff. But it's going to come with some extra plates and screws. So this is kind of a cool little system they got going on. They come with these little polymer plates that will adapt to, I would say, pretty much any kind of optic that you have. And what I did, believe it or not, I actually found this old Burris Fastfire 3, man, that I haven't had since the Glock 19 MOS, which has been years ago. And it just fits perfectly. It's not too wide. It's just a nice looking optic. So that's what I decided to go with, and there was a plate to match up with that. Again, two mags, and then it's going to come with 4 of these backstrap options. So small, medium, large, and like a medium large or something like that. Hold on. Yeah, medium large. That comes with more of a beaver tail there. And then, of course, it actually does come with a little plate up top. This is just a polymer plate to cover if you don't have an optic or, you know, whatever the case may be. And then it comes with a nice little cleaning kit here. Of course, this being Performance Center, it's going to come with that setup right there. So pretty nice. Let's go ahead and get the box out of the way and talk about the star of the show here. All right, so taking a look at the pistol, this is the 5-inch barrel model, 8.6 inches in overall length and 28.6 ounces unloaded. And just taking a look at it, this gun is built for the range. You have a ported slide and a ported barrel there, stainless steel, Armonite finish on the slide, polymer frame, and I've never had one of these long slide versions of the M&P, so I was really excited to get this one to the range and try it out. Pick rail up top. Of course, it has all the M2.0 upgrades. The trigger, actually, this one has even a better upgrade because it's the Performance Center, but you have the front slide serrations right here. You also have the aggressive stippling back in the rear there, and just the M2.0 upgrades in general, this pistol has it. Trigger guard coming around. Of course, the M&Ps are known for their grip angle and just being a really nice, reliable, just known for being a really natural point and gun. They do have taller sights on these. These are not night sights on this version, but they're taller sights to kind of co-witness there with your optic. And mine are just, I mean, just tall enough where I could actually peek through and catch a glimpse of that front sight, which is dovetailed in the rear, and of course your rear is dovetailed as well, so it is adjustable there if you need to do that. Again, the Burst Fastfire 3 up top, and this thing is just a beast. On this version, ambidextrous slide stop right there, and you can reverse your magazine release, so if you're a left-handed shooter, no problem there. Again, 217 round mags, and if you want to change these palm swells out, you have a little takedown tool there, and you can pull these palm swells out and adapt it to whatever hand size you may have there. So pretty neat feature and easy to do. Over on this side of the gun, you have these little cutouts. This actually has the frame inserts that adds the rigidity of the new M2.0 of the frames that they have. Of course, I picked the no thumb safety option because that's just what I like. Takedown lever right there. And of course, the slide stop right here. One thing I noticed on the slide stop is that on the left-hand side of the gun, it looks like it's a little bit more pronounced. There's the back profile of the firearm, striker fired, of course. Let me break this down, and then I want to hit the range, man. I don't want to play around with this thing. I do want to show you a comparison with the Glock 19 MOS, so I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but break down here. Of course, we want to make sure we're clear. Pull the trigger. Single captive guide rod, stainless steel, of course, and then here is your barrel. So stainless steel barrel here, ported, and it's pretty much what you would expect from Smith & Wesson. There's no milling or any kind of nasty marks on this thing. It's just clean Smith & Wesson quality, man. I really, obviously, that's kind of what we expect from them, so no surprises there at all. But I do want to show you how this firearm stacks up to like the Glock 19 MOS, which obviously isn't a long slide, but it's about the closest thing I have to this. And here we go. So this is the Glock 19 MOS, man. I mean, we've done some comparisons with this gun, but overall, I have not done a lot with this gun since we bought it and done a few things here and there. But this is originally what I had the Burst Fastfire 3 on, but I just want to give you an idea. Obviously, this is a long slide version or a 5-inch barrel, so it's going to be quite a bit bigger. All right, pretty much standard Glock 19 besides a few changes there. You can adapt the optics plate. I'm not going to put them on their backs because this with the optic is just not going to work. But just to give you an overall profile difference of the two, I mean, they're pretty dang close, to be honest with you, in that grip length. Of course, the Glock 19 coming in at 15 rounds, the M&P coming in at 17, but that gives you an about, I don't know, maybe an extra inch in the grip length. But that's where it's going to be. And I don't think that people are really getting this firearm to conceal carry it. There are some 4-inch models that you can go with if that's something you're considering, but I really, we'll talk about it here in a little bit. I'll tell you exactly where I think this gun fits best. But obviously with the porting and everything, this thing is built for the range. So that's where I want to take you. Let's go there. Flip the camera around here, and me and Mrs. Headshot will tell you about pros and cons. Break it down, show you the trigger, all that good stuff. We will see y'all in a minute. All right, so hopefully y'all enjoyed that. I want to show y'all the trigger before we talk about pros and cons. This is the PC or Performance Center tuned action, audible reset, all of that good jazz. And the M2.0 triggers are already pretty decent, but this one is really good, man. So let's go ahead and try it out. Of course, it is the hinge design, and it's got the overstop travel there. Break. Reset, not as audible as I thought it would be. Right there. So you can definitely feel it more than you can hear it. It's not like the old M&Ps, don't get me wrong. It's just really fine-tuned and not very loud. But man, it's got a really nice trigger break on it. Let's try it out here. See what it pulls at. 5 pounds, 9 ounces. And you notice how I just dropped that slide just like it's nothing. That's just kind of the point of this gun. It's 5 pounds, 10 ounces. Okay, so under 6 pounds there, and it feels, I don't know, man, it feels a little bit lighter than that. I mean, there's really no extra take up, man. You get to the wall, boom, it's there. So really nice trigger. Of course, anything Performance Center, man, they do a nice job. Let's go ahead and flip the camera around here and talk about the pros and cons of this pistol. Right, so I have Mrs. Heckshot to help us finish this video out, and I want to talk about pros and cons and just the big difference that we've seen with this one. And when we were at the range, what was like the thing that made you kind of feel like, okay, this is a different M&P?
So normally with the M&Ps, especially the larger size gun, one thing that I really noticed, especially while we were kind of doing the review here, is the grip texturing. So the larger the guns are for the M&Ps, they're really aggressive. And with the Performance Center, it's not bad at all. I mean, it's slightly kind of like a sandpaper, but it's really, really gentle. So I like that a lot. And of course, because it's a bigger size gun, the recoil is amazing on this. So, of course, the ported barrel helps a lot with the recoil. And the trigger, on almost every trigger that I've shot with the M&Ps, they're very, very gritty, very sandy-like. And with the Performance Center, it was really smooth.
That's the thing, too. It's like the M2.0, from the original to the M2.0, huge difference. So the M2.0 triggers are good. And then you pick up the Performance Center, and it's like, whoa, it's really good. I mean, they really did a great job on this gun, man. And I like this 5-inch model. I've never had one. We've never had one, and I really enjoy it. This is one of the M2.0 45 compacts, and I'm going to show you a close-up, but you can hear all of that grit before it breaks. And like I said, this is a pretty dang decent trigger. It's just over 6 pounds to about 6.4 or 6.5 pounds, whereas this one is like the 5-10 range. But that reset, it's more, well, it's more audible, but it's not nearly as tactile, so you can't feel it as good. So it's really a nice little balance there. So I have to agree, man. At the range, this thing shined, and it was, like I said, we've done so many Smith & Wessons in the past that I kind of, I take each one and I'm like, man, these things are really good. I don't want to ever overlook anything, but it really took looking at this other M2.0 version, the non-Performance Center version, and really seeing the benefits of this one, if that makes any sense, because they just did an amazing job. The felt recoil, the muzzle rise, everything on this gun. This thing is built for the range. It's also a great home defense gun. This is a good thing if you have, if your vision isn't as good, or you just want an awesome low recoiling home defense firearm that you can hand to pretty much anybody with practice. I don't want to just leave that out there like that, but you know what I'm saying. It's an really easy to shoot gun, full size grip, so you get all the benefits of that with the controllability and everything. Armor Night finish. Now I have 3-4 Smith & Wessons on the table, and this Armor Night finish, it's definitely better than the old Melanite they used to use, man, because this stuff is tough. Lifetime warranty through Smith & Wesson, so there's really no concerns with quality when it comes to that right there. One other thing I wanted to point out as far as a pro is the ease of control. So this slide is super easy to maneuver. So if you have weaker dexterity, this might be a good option for you. The extended controls, especially on this left-hand side of the gun, makes it really easy to drop that slide and just work the gun. So I really appreciated that. The mags pop right in and out, but that's just a Smith & Wesson thing, man. They don't play around when it comes with the mags.
Yeah.
And really making sure that you have a fine-tuned gun. So we actually dumbed down the grip texturing just enough. They did a good job. They almost did it like the M&P Shield EZ, which is a good move. I think if they stick with that EZ style grip texturing, I think it's perfect where it's at.
Yeah.
I think the only con I've seen is maybe putting a set of night sights from the factory and keeping the...
They look a little funky from the side.
Well, they look a little... Yeah, and that doesn't too much bother me. I just wish they were raised up just a little bit more. Or maybe just even this... Yeah. Yeah, I think if they were raised up just a little bit more, and that would allow me to clear this optic. But they're accounting for how many tens and how many ever optics there are. They're trying to account for all of those. It comes with all of the plates to accommodate those, and... I don't have any issues with this thing at all. I don't have any issues with the polymer plates. They've been fantastic. I secured this thing down, and it hasn't moved at all.
And the ported barrel looks really nice.
Yeah, it's a good looking gun. If you're going to shoot in low light, you may get some little flashes there coming out the side, which actually look pretty cool. But overall, I think Smith & Wesson has another awesome gun. What do you think? Yeah, awesome gun from Smith & Wesson. This thing is built for the range, so I want to hear what your opinion is. What is your favorite Performance Center M&P? I want to hear what your opinion is down in the comments below. We'll see you in the next one. And as always, hold 'em down.